Hey, Tina.
Hi. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you had your intensive outpatient therapy this week.
Mm-hmm.
How's that going?
It's going all right. I mean, here we are again, I guess. I don't know. It's, this is my third DUI, and I hate to say it, but, I like drinking. I do. So it's hard to have to sit in therapy, obviously, because it's mandated, and, to hear about how I'm not allowed drinking or whatever, especially considering the fact that I like it. It's part of my life. So,
How long have you been drinking?
since I was a teenager, it's been pretty much part of my life for the past, however many years, 30-some years.
And so those habits are really entrenched in your
of
life.
Course. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I applaud you for coming here and making the commitment to make a change in your life. And I know that we talked last time about being able to work, not
Right.
being in trouble with the law.
Yeah.
What are you had some goals that you identified that you wanted to work toward?
One of the biggest things, I do have a son. He lives with my ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see him. He doesn't live with me, obviously. We don't talk very much. And just because of previous things, I've lost my fiance. So I guess we're kind of at the point where I'm realizing, that I really just want to get my life together and have a family and be a productive member of society.
When you say you've had previous things, what are you referring to?
Basically, like, my assault charges. I've been in trouble with the law my whole life. My family, it's sad, but it's, like a long line of losers type of thing. My grandfather was an alcoholic. My dad was was abusive. It was pretty standard. Everyone drank. And got in trouble with the law. So it wasn't like it was an abnormal thing to see the cops or to see someone leave because they had to go to jail or to rehab or something like that. So,
But when we talked last week, you were expressing that you do want your son back.
Absolutely.
And that you don't want to be in trouble with the law.
Of course.
And so, although you do enjoy drinking,
mm-hmm.
and it's been, a part of your life, a big part of your life,
right.
The negative aspects are pretty negative.
Yes, absolutely. I am at the point where I am getting older. I can't deny that, and I can feel it, physically also. I don't feel like I am as healthy as I should be, and, I want to be there for my son, and I want to be able to possibly have a relationship with someone in the future and have what a normal person should want to have. Stability.
Okay, so you really have identified really positive goals, and we're going to work together to realize those goals.
Okay.
I think that and you've probably heard a lot of this stuff in your program, but identifying people, places, and things that trigger you to use alcohol,
right,
is really important. When you're in therapy, it's easy to talk about,
right.
I'm not going to drink, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. But when you are in the midst of a craving, it's really hard to remember the negative things. So
right.
What I want you to do is carry a card with you where you write down the negative outcomes.
Okay.
Being in trouble with the law, issues with your family. And those will be reminders when you're in the midst of a craving.
Okay.
And then I want you to help me come up with some positive activities that would help you to, help you to rechannel your energy into something positive when you're really feeling like you want to drink.
Okay.
So what relaxes you other than drinking?
I really like I like reading a lot. When I was younger, I used to read a lot.
What kind of books do you like?
I really like mystery.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the romance, trashy romance novels.
That's okay. There's no harm in that.
But yeah, so that really helps. That kind of calms me down, puts me in a different realm. I feel, you can kind of get lost in a book, and
I think that's excellent. What else? Let's come up with a couple other things that you think would be helpful.
Thinking things that would get my mind off of. I know that I should. I know that exercising would probably be beneficial. I do like being out with nature and things like that. So I don't think that I'm going to be the next marathon runner or anything like that. But it would be nice to just kind of go out and get in touch with nature, get a walk going. We have a lake near us, so it'd be nice to just kind of go walk around and see some nature.
That's an excellent idea, and also a way to stimulate endorphins, which help fight against depression, as well as just elevate your mood and make you feel good. So those are both excellent coping skills when you're feeling vulnerable and like you would like to drink. And we talked a little bit before about not giving in to cravings, and I think that if you have this handy, your negatives and then your positives, that you'll have these kind of as weapons to say, okay, you know what, if I don't feed this craving, it's only going to last 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
So if you can just say, I'm going to go for a walk, I'm going to get out of this house. So the trigger would be, what are your triggers in terms of drinking?
Well, because I do work, at a chain restaurant, there's a bar there. Obviously, food service industry, I'm good at it, I like it, it's fast paced, but, you have irate customers at times, things that are just very stressful. By the time we get out at, midnight or 1 o'clock, everyone wants to go out. I'm really good friends with a lot of my coworkers. They all drink too. We're kind of in that situation where, you go from the bar, I'm serving alcohol all day, and then you just want to unwind. And then on top of that, I have a roommate who we just do not get along, so it's easier to go, get a few drinks, kind of get buzzed, and then not have to worry about her when I get home. And I know it sounds awful, but it's easier to deal with her when I'm not in a sober state of mind. Mm-hmm. So it kind of, all of those things together. So it's kind of my bigger triggers.
Okay. So where you work,
mm-hmm.
and your friends.
Yes.
And your home. So you've identified 3 really basic things that make up basically most of your life.
Yeah, really it does.
So what do you think about your living situation? Do you think that that's something that can continue?
It's not ideal. I would like to get out. I wish, actually, not I wish, but I'd like to, instead of going out and drinking, save that money, and it wouldn't be as difficult to get an apartment, with either a different roommate or, by myself or something like that. So it's hard for me, but I have to think about that. If I want to have my son back, I can't be living with someone else. Excuse me.
Tina, I need to tell you that the way that you're processing all of these thoughts, I really like the direction you're going in. And I think that you're a natural at this recovery. And you're really, really thinking through this stuff in a positive way.
Well, thank you.
So why don't we pick up, I want you to carry your cards.
Okay.
And really think about people, places, and things that stress you,
Okay.
and then new behaviors that you can put in their place.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you.